samaki zetu ambazo tunafuka hasa ni kwa ajili ya kukula, kuuza na kukula. Kwa hivyo mkulima yote ambaye anakuja hapa tunamfundisha jinsi ya kufuka samaki na kukula. Pia kufuka samaki na kuuza ili aweze kupata pesa.
Na nikiweza tu kuzungumzia kuhusiana na samaki, ujue viumbe vyote ni kama tu
tatizo mengi kama ng'ombe ya kwamba utazitibu, utazipatia nini. Samaki nataka maji masafi, chakula kizuri na vyakula vingi vimewekwa matukani. Na pia katika shamba hili tumeweza kuzoeza wakulima wasitumie vyakula vya kununua matukani. Tunaanza kuanzisha kile kilimo tunaitwa Black Soldier Fly BSF. Tukikausha hao watutu tunawalisha samaki. Pia tuko na ile tunaita azola. Azola ni mmea ambao tukiukausha pia tunawalisha samaki. So tukiwa na vyakula kama hivyo vinasaidia wakulima ku reduce price ama cost za kununua vyakula. Lakini pia tunaweza kujitengenezea chakula. Katika famu hii tunafundisha watu jinsi ya kujitengenezea chakula chako chenye utaweza kulisha samaki.
Asante sana. Basi unaweza kutueleza samaki anakula mara ngapi kwa siku?
Samaki anakula mara nyingi sana kwa siku, na samaki huchukua muda mfupi sana kukua. Samaki ukimlisha vizuri anachukua miezi 6. Na chakula ambacho tunalisha samaki na samaki afurahie ni wakati wowote ambaye anajihisi kukula. Wakati anajihisi kukula tunaendelea kumlisha, tusi ya kwamba atakula saa 3, akula saa 7, akula jioni. Ni wakati wowote tu anajisikia kukula. Lakini usilishe wakati jua haliko. Tunalisha wakati mwangaza wa jua umekuwa mkali, hapo ndio appetite ya samaki inakuwa.
Na asante sana. Basi tukiweza kumalizia tu, mtu akitaka kupata zile fingerlings akupate vipi? Uweze kupeana nambari yako ya simu na mahali ambapo unapatikana. Fingerlings inapatikana katika eneo hili. Huwa tunauza fingerlings zetu za samaki aina 3 nilizozitaja hapo mwanzo. Fingerlings ni shilingi 2 na sumun zinaenda mpaka shilingi 5. Ukitaka nambari yangu ya kupata hizo fingerlings, nambari yangu ni 0722565686. Jina litakuja Laban mwanzo. Farm inaitwa Labedcash Marine Fish Farm. Linapatikana hapa eneo la Malava, Ingavira katika Kakamega County. Na asante sana kwa kuweza kutupa ujumbe huo. Basi kwako msikilizaji wa 102.2 pamoja na mtazamaji, basi nataka tu niweze kusema kwamba ni mengi tu ambayo mmeweza kufahamishwa kuhusiana na kongamano hili ambalo liko hapa katika kijiji cha Mahira na linapatikana katika wadi ya South Kabras, eneo bunge la Malava, county hii ya Kakamega. Basi mmeweza kuweza kufahamishwa tu mengi kuhusiana na kongamano hili ambalo linahusiana na kilimo biashara. Basi nataka tu nikueleze ya kwamba utakuwa unaungana na wafanyabiashara wengi ambao watakuwa na kueleza tu mengi zaidi kuhusiana na kongamano hili. Kwa hivi sasa nakuacha mikononi mwake Brilliant Faith. Langu jina ni Alaka Harriet.
Naam, shukrani sana mwenzangu Alaka Harriet kwa fursa hii. Kumbuka kwamba msikilizaji, Kakamega Agribusiness Trade 2025 inafanyika hapa Labedcash Marine Farm ambayo inapatikana Ingavira. Ingavira iko katika Malava constituency msikilizaji, na hivi leo watu wengi wameweza kufika hapa. Our agriculture people wameweza kufika. Kuna Baroda Home Loan Bank, kuna watu wa KRA. Kama uko pale nyumbani na unataka kujua kwamba KRA yako return inaweza kuwa unafanya kwa wakati, pia wameweza kufika. Kuna Faulu Tosha pia wamefika. Kuna Stima Sacco pia msikilizaji wameweza kufika hapa ndani ya Labedcash Marine Farm. Kumbuka kwamba Agricultural Finance Corporation msikilizaji wako ndani, alafu kuna Mamito Peanut Butter wako ndani, kuna Soya Milk Project msikilizaji pia wako ndani. Kumbuka kwamba msikilizaji tuni ndani ya kituo cha 102.2 by FM, tunakuletea tu live kutoka Labedcash Marine Farm ambayo inapatikana kule Ingavira hapa ndani ya Malava constituency. Na kumbuka kwamba msikilizaji, ukitazama nyuma yangu kuna mahali pengi sana. Wako hao watu ambao ni wa Mshwari Internet, kuna Shamberere Polytechnic pia wameweza kufika ndani ya uwanja huu msikilizaji. Ukiwa pale nyumbani wewe ni mkulima, ukiwa pale nyumbani msikilizaji unataka kujua kwamba jinsi ya kupata loan kwa njia ambayo ni njia nzuri sana. Kumbuka kwamba msikilizaji, fika ndani ya Labed Cash Marine Farm ambayo inapatikana ndani ya Ingavira, Malava constituency ndani ya Kakamega County.
Kuna furaha iliyotele. Kwa hiyo Bwana, tunajua kwamba mwisho wa jambo hili Jehova Baba, kila mmoja atajazwa na furaha.
Na msikilizaji tu kumbuka kwamba wanangojea mgeni mheshimiwa hajaweza kuwasili hapa mahali katika uwanja huu, lakini kuanzia muda wote kuanzia sasa hivi atakuwa na wasili hapa ndani ya uwanja huu. Nimekuambia kwamba msikilizaji pale awali, wewe ni mkulima, wewe ni mtu ambaye ni business, uko pale nyumbani unajiuliza kwa nini naweza pata loan katika njia gani? Fika hapa ndani ya Labed Cash Marine Farm ili uweze kuwa unapata mafunzo, na ni bure kabisa. Kiingilio ni bure kabisa, hakuna malipo yoyote. Tufike hapa ndani tuweze kuweza kuwa tunapata maelezo kamili moja kwa moja kutoka hapa ndani ya Labed Cash Marine Farm. Msikilizaji, weza kuniita tu pale Brilliant Faith Mela. Asanteni sana.
Unawatembelea alafu watakuwa na kuelekeza. Pamoja tuko na KNCCI, watakuwa na kusaidia jinsi ambavyo unaweza jua wakulima wenzako, wafanyabiashara wenzako, jinsi ambavyo tena unaweza pata wateja. Pamoja tuko na Lions Club of Kakamega and Kachlio Club ambao wanafanya kazi na Chandarana Food Plus. Ukitembelea mahali pale watakuwa na kueleza wanafanya nini haswa. Alafu pia tuko na Metropole ambao wanahusika na masuala na CRB. Basi unapata kwamba wewe kama mfanyibiashara unataka kuchukua mkopo, wanakuambia kwamba umekuwa blacklisted, umepelekwa pale CRB. Basi ukiweza kutembelea lile hema watakuwa na kusaidia ili uweze kupata mwelekeo zaidi. Pia tuko na Baroda Loan, Home Loan. Wako mahali hapa, ukiwatembelea watakuwa na kueleza jinsi ambavyo unaweza kupata mkopo ambao unaweza kusaidia kujiendeleza katika biashara. Pia tuko na Republic of Kenya County of Kakamega, wako mahali hapa. Tuko na Agricultural Finance Corporation, ukiwatembelea watakuwa na kueleza tu mambo mengi tu kuhusiana na kilimo. Pia tuko na Agricultural Finance Corporation wanahakikisha tu ya kwamba kuna usalama wa chakula, na pia wanakusaidia wewe kama mkulima uweze kujua zile mbegu ambazo unaweza
Good morning, all protocols observed. My name is Violet Wafula from KRA, representing the Western region, and KRA is very delighted to be here. KRA is taking a collaborative and facilitative approach. Whenever unataka tukuje kushughulikia wananchi, kushughulikia wakulima mahali popote, umehimizwa kwamba unaweza kutupigia simu ama kutujulisha ili tuweze kuja on the ground, and that's why we are here. I would want wale watu ambao wamekuja kwa hii expo, tafadhalini mkuje pale kwa tent ili tuweze kuwasaidia mambo ya KRA. Kuna watu ambao wamepata messages za KRA, labda hawaelewi hizo message ni za nini. Kuna watu ambao hawajafile returns, kwanza wakulima huwa hawafile returns, hawajui hata wanafaa file. Lakini ningependa kusema kwamba kama uko na pin ya KRA, unastahili file returns kila mwaka. Kwa hivyo ndio tumekuja hapa tuweze kushughulikia watu wote, hata wale ambao wanafanya kazi. Kama ushapata ya P9 form and you want to file your return, we are here for you. So tafadhali msiogope kukanyaga pale. Huwa naambiwa watu wanaogopa watu wa KRA. Ni kweli? msituogope, tumekuja kuwashughulikia na kuwasaidia. Asanteni.
Does she look scary? Like KRA? No. Great. So I think you should be the brand ambassador of KRA, madam. Allow me now to welcome Faulu Bank. If you are here, kindly just come and also say briefly hi to us, so that we see Dylan of Faulu Bank. Karibu.
Thank you. All protocol observed. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kennedy Ocheng. I'm representing Faulu Bank on behalf of our branch manager. I'm the credit officer. So we are very happy to join the team to partner with you so that we can be able to empower our farmers in various capacity in mostly financial part. So our tent is there. We have the team there. They are already talking to the customers and assisting the customers. So in Faulu, we have tailor-based products that is designed for the farmers in two ways. That is asset-based. You can be able to acquire the asset and also the working capital. But more so to the farmers, we have tailored them in 5 categories, of which you will come there and we shall discuss more. But just to mention a few, we have tailored them in nafaka off-takers. That is, let's say those who partner with the off-takers and have a MOU with off-takers. Then also kilimo bora, that is those who are doing agribusiness, both livestock part and maybe seed growers. And also we have nafaka. This is just to give you the inputs for general agricultural. Then we have maziwa loan, and also we have the green gold loan, those who are doing farming, tea and coffee and all those. So we welcome you to our tent. We are very friendly. Don't shy off. We'll be interacting with you in various capacity so that we can be able to see how to exchange the contact, how we can be able to start run the exercise and empower you so that we ensure that at the end of the day, we all achieve the goal of climate resilience. Otherwise, thank you so much.
Let's appreciate him. Asante. Mr. Ken Kisaka, kindly also tell us something from NAPCDP.
Ya waziri wetu, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joseph Kisaka, natoka kwa mradi wa NAPCDP. I'm happy to be here because NAPCDP development plan for this farm, Labed Cash Machinery, and I'm happy that Labed Cash Marine right now is actually serving the whole county. So I'm delighted we have a tent out there. Mukitoka hapa tafadhali pitia, tuko na our FPOs, those are cooperatives, tuko na SACCOs, tuko na CIG, so that you can appreciate what we are doing as a project. But basically, we want to link our farmers to the market economy. Thank you so much, and you are welcome.
Mgeni heshima, tuko kwa haraka sana. Just let our partners know that we appreciate them.
Thank you very much, Bwana Waziri, and all protocols observed. My name is Evans Nyangena, and I'm here basically to inform you what Competition Authority of Kenya does. We've been in establishment from 2011 after the amalgamation of the Constitution. Now, what does Competition Authority of Kenya do? Competition Authority of Kenya is having a two-pronged approach in terms of the service to the Kenyans. We are based in Nairobi, yes. Part of what we do, we look at issues to do with reducing monopoly in the market. When monopolies in the market is reduced, or monopoly is reduced in the market, it means the consumers will get products at low prices. Number two, we also look at the SMEs. can notice that they deliver their goods and services where they are supposed to be delivered. They are paid in good time. Okay? They are paid in good time. Otherwise, we'll see so many of the SMEs sinking, and yet they even provide employment for our young people. Number 3, we also look at issues to do with restrictive trade practice. You get that there are people or farms which have established a certain region, and they don't want you to get that region because you will take part of their customers. We make sure that such conducts are not acceptable. Let every person who wants to do business in this country get to do business and provide their goods and services, and let the forces of demand and supply determine the prices at which they sell goods and services. And we also deal with consumer protection. All of us are consumers. Waziri, you're a consumer. You go to the supermarket, you purchase a product or a fridge, and it's faulty. It's within the warranty period. But then when you return it to the supermarket, they tell you that once a product has left our shop, it's not returned. Waziri, you have every right, and that right is anchored in the Constitution, Article 46 of the Constitution. We use the Constitution as well as the Competition Act to make sure that we deliver services to the Kenyans. And then the county level. The county normally develops policies, and these policies should not be those ones which infringe on the businesses. Should not be policies which infringe on the rights of the consumer. In fact, we are in Muliro Gardens the entire of this week until Sunday, when we'll be having the World Consumer Rights Day. All of you are invited to get to learn more on how the Competition Authority of Kenya protects your rights as a consumer. And one thing that I can say, especially for the period that we've been here, I can see there are so many financial institutions and, the credit facility institutions. When you give consumers, when you give these farmers facilities, please, may you reveal every information for them to make a decision if they are taking your facility or not. Otherwise, we are not in the business of coming to raid you because we have the powers to raid. We are not in the business of coming to raid farms or, or financial institutions or companies, because we know that if we continue raiding in, year out, you will go down. When you go down, the economy of the entire country does what? Goes down. So, tafadhali, this is not just about consumers, but even business entities know that you are supposed to provide all information, and that is provided for in the Constitution. You need to provide quality products and services for the Kenyans. You also need to know that in case you have a product that affects your health. Kuna dada zetu wananunua ile lotion, akijipaka mambo inaenda mrama, anaanza kupata bleaching, and yet she was not intending to bleach her skin. They are entitled to get compensation in case such products affect their health. Thank you very much. Waziri, I must say, and thanks to the government of Kakamega, because as we were coming, I can attest that indeed the road is good. We came, much as it's not tarmac, we came very well. Thank you very much. God bless you as you go back. Please, we have a stand here. You can reach us through email, or you can reach us through telephone number. God bless you. Thank you.
Asante. Tupige makofi Bwana Nyangena. Thank you so much. Tumesikia as consumers, we also have got our rights. That is what he's trying to tell us here. Next, Waziri, let me just welcome quickly someone from Kelkop, Madam Frandina Machweni is here, to also tell us what Kelkop is and how they are really impacting our society. Karibu sana, Madam, to the stage. As she comes, kindly Bank of Baroda, get ready. We will be getting to you next. Karibu.
All protocol observed. Hamjambo tena. Naitwa Frandina Machwenu. nikiwa County Project Coordinator wa KELCOP. KELCOP kwa urefu ni Kenya Livestock Commercialization Project, ambayo iko katika kaunti 10 hapa Kenya. Na katika Kakamega tuko tuna promote mbuzi wanyama, kondoo wanyama, kuku wa kienyeji na nyuki. Na tumekuwa hapa tangu mwaka wa 2022, na huko nyuma kuna kibanda chetu. Kuna wenye wajaiona doppership, tumewaleta wako pale. Wametoka kwa allied breeder wetu ambao yuko hapa Malava upande wa Luyeshe. Pamoja pale utapata kuna asali pia imetengenezwa na vijana kutoka Lumakanda Faulu, wanafanya vizuri sana. Kati ya vijana tuliwapatia mizinga 30, sasa wako karibu na mizinga 500, na wanaendelea wapike 3000. Kwa hivyo tunaendelea katika ukulima biashara. Pia pale nyuma wa kibanda chetu utapata kikundi kutoka Shinyalo, na hicho kikundi kilianza na vifaranga 800, sasa ni zaidi ya 5000. Kwa hivyo tunakazana kuhakikisha kwamba wakulima wanalima wakichukulikia juu ya kuwa mwanabiashara, na anaweza kuwa na hizo mifugo bila kushughulika na biashara nyingine nje. Kwa hivyo nasema kwamba KELCOP tunapambana kabisa kuhakikisha kwamba wakulima wanapata faida kwa bidhaa zao. Kwa hivyo bado tunaendelea, na haswa tuko katika Lumakanda, tuko pia Isuha Central, tuko Kisa Central na pia Marama Central. Kando na hiyo pia tunahakikisha kwamba mifugo zetu ziko na soko. Kwa hivyo kama KELCOP tunashughulika na Lubao Market, tuna renovate. Pia tuna renovate Nambacha Market ili wakulima wetu wasikose mahali pa kuuza. Kwa hayo machache, asanteni sana na kukaribisha katika kibanda chetu, tutawajulisha zaidi. Asante.
Thank you. Let's appreciate her, Madam Fandina Machwenu. Thank you so much for that wonderful introductory. Waziri, last but not least, I'll gladly now welcome Bank of Baroda. Their rep who is here to speak to us briefly before I lastly welcome someone from AFC who is also here, Mr. Ochieng, to close that session for us. I understand it was very important because hawa ndio wametupatia pesa. Mr. Samu Mukoko will come in last as Metropole. Asante. Kindly take the stage.
Asante Bwana Waziri, all protocols observed. Ningependa kuongea Kiswahili ndio nieleweke vizuri kwa kila mtu. Mimi naitwa Razik Omar kutoka Bank of Baroda hapa Kakamega. Bank of Baroda imekuwa hapa Kakamega kwa muda sasa wa miaka 14, na katika pita zangu hapa kwenye ukumbi huu nimeuliza kama kuna watu wanajua pale Bank of Baroda iko, na nilikuwa ninashangaa sana kusikia kwamba kuna wengine hawajui pale iko. Wengine wangapi wanajua pale Baroda iko hapa Kakamega town? Ama wangapi hawajui? Naona ni wengi hawajajua pale Baroda iko. Baroda iko karibu na opposite governor's office. Ukiwa governor's office, ukivuka tu barabara, uteremke chini karibu na Branis Hotel, the next shop is Bank of Baroda. Kwa hivyo wenzangu, tunawakaribisha sana. Bank of Baroda ni benki ambayo ina matawi 14 katika Kenya. Ilikuwa imeanza Kenya karibu, sasa tuko na karibu miaka 72 hapa Kenya, na worldwide tulianza since 1903. Kwa hivyo kwa kuangalia kwako tuwe mwenyewe utajua kwamba ni benki ambayo iko na foundation nzuri kabisa. Kwa hivyo wenzangu, nawakaribisha tena. Tuna kibanda chetu pale juu, ikiwa mnataka kujua mengi zaidi, manake hapa si pangu, na pale juu nitaeleza mengi zaidi kuhusu Baroda. na tunawashukuru sana, mtutembelee na tunawakaribisha mtutembelee hapo. Asanteni sana, muwe na mchana mwema. Asante.
Asante. Thank you so much, Mwarazik.
Nipigeni makofi bwana.
Asante. Thank you for demanding for your hearty clap. Thank you. Waziri, now I'll welcome the second last speaker from the sponsor side, who is Mr. Cheng from AFC, that is Agricultural Finance Corporation, right? Thank you. Shortly.
Very short. Good morning. All protocol observed. I want to make the shortest speech. I think it is good that you have considered us, because I have one of the greatest message. We are very proud to be associated with this farm. As AFC community, this is like our home. We have worked with Laban from when this farm was starting, and we have seen him grow as we fund him. So we are very proud that the vision that he has managed to grow up to this level. So that shows that at Agricultural Finance Corporation, as we are development finance institution, we want to develop entrepreneurs who are going to have impact. Our major thing is to have an impact in the society. If you look at the number of employment in this farm, in the police, you can come and see how we can work with you to develop you as an entrepreneur so that you can create impact. Thank you very much.
Asante Bwana Cheng. Tumpigie makofi pia. Hajauliza angawaje, lakini tumpigie makofi. Lastly, Waziri, allow me to welcome Mr. Samo Mukoko from Metropole to close for us this session from the sponsors before we get to the government side. Tumesikiza sana wale wanatupatia pesa. Sasa ndio, baada ya huyu tutawasikiza sasa serikali nao wanasema nini. Welcome, Mukoko.
Thank you very much. Sub-county. I would like to talk to you about three things. One, the CRB business. Two, the relationship that we have with lenders. And three, how we work with institutions like KNCCI to ensure that there's progress in terms of business development. A CRB is an institution that collects data from lenders about borrowers' credit history. You took a loan, you promised to repay. How you repay, that information is brought to the CRB. It then develops a profile for you. Share their information with the CRB, which means that every loan that you have taken, if you take from ABSA and you take from KCB and you take from wherever, Faulu, all of that goes into your profile. So it generates a credit history. So any other time you go to borrow, that lender will look at your credit history. And that will then become the basis upon which they say, this borrower pays very well, they can get money, this one struggles a bit, we need to show them how to improve, this one does not pay, allow them to start repaying so that they can get more money. When the CRB started, only negative information was being shared. So people were in the CRB because they had defaulted on their loans. That time, everybody used to say, get me out of the CRB. But that is no longer the case. Today, every individual with a national ID is in the CRB. So we've got about 27 million borrowers in the CRB. As long as you have a national ID, you are in the CRB. What may be the issue is that you may be only an ID without any history. But today, because people borrow all manner of loans, Fulizas, M-Shwari, and all those, you are on that system. So all you have to do is not to ask that take me out of the CRB. All you have to do is that your record on the CRB should be a good record. When your record is good, anytime you require money, people don't have to come to you to ask you questions. The lender will use your CRB record to give you the money that you're looking for. And that was part of the reason that I left the job that I was doing. I used to work for Kenya Commercial Bank, and I left Kenya Commercial Bank to try and open channels for Kenyans to access credit without being asked for collateral. And as far as achievement is concerned, today, 96% of Kenyans can access credit without somebody asking you for collateral, guarantor, share certificate, or a title deed. That achievement charged depends on your credit score. And the credit score is a measure of your credit worthiness. Credit scores run from 200 to 900, 900 being excellent, 200 being very poor. If you are at 900, you can borrow at 12% or 10%. If you are at 600, you probably will be borrowing at 18%. If you are at 200, you might not borrow, but if somebody decides to give you, then they will charge you even 25%. So that credit score, which comes from your credit history, is now the one that determines the price that you pay. So you have to pay attention to your credit score. If you go at the Metropole booth, you will be advised how to see your credit score. You can dial *433#. If you dial *433#, you'll be able to see your credit score or your credit report, and if you have any query, they will answer that particular question to you. So that's what we do. So the question for you to be able to get more loans over the mobile phone platform. Otherwise, it would never have been impossible. Somebody cannot give you a loan without knowing who you are, where you are, and what you're going to use that money for. How do we work with lenders? We are connected to lenders. You take a loan now, in the next 5 minutes, your CRB record has been updated. It's now real time, so you can always check. Part of now what we're doing, if you look at a project like this one, is there a CRB involvement? Yes, because I will take a bank like ABSA. What are we doing with ABSA? ABSA says, we want to lend to the dairy sector or dairy industry. So they come to Metropole and say, Metropole, you have the information about the dairy sector. ABSA, we have the money. But slightly ahead of the lender. So that is how we work with them. They are now able to develop a product that fits your requirement if you are in business or whatever it is. Even at consumer level, there are now products that are being developed that suit you based on the information that is available
An institution like Chamber of Commerce, how are we working together? We work together because we have risk management solutions for SMEs. Those risk management solutions are the ones that now enable us to create development channels where the chamber can identify a group of SMEs that require support, work out a solution, and approach investors or approach lenders to be able to give them money. So that is the role that we play. And I would simply say that where we are today and where we are going, money is easily available, but it has to fit a purpose. Take it for a purpose and a good purpose so that you can be able to repay it and develop a good history. That good history will open for you the channels and will bring the price at which you get that money as a lower level. Thank you very much. I can say a lot, but I think that is crucial information that needs to be shared with you so that we can interact going forward, getting to know how the financial system works today in Kenya. Thank you.
Asante. Mona kule shida ilianzia? Mona? Haya. Bwana Mkoka, I'm hoping you have good security here.
Yes.
Asante, thank you.
Mbona mkunipigia kwa makofi?
Tumpigie makofi mazuri. Asante, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Mkoko. So Waziri, now swiftly we want to move to the panel discussions, but before that, we cannot do that before you officially open this forum. So I'll request that now we quickly move to the government side, where we'll listen from very few but key speakers who will ultimately now welcome you to come and speak to us on behalf of the governor. So kindly allow me to welcome Madam Deborah Munyekenye, who is the Director Enterprise Development from the county government. Atuongeleshe kidogo, kisha atakuwa anatambua wale ambao hapa directors wenzake, tutasonga mbele baada ya hapo. Nimesahau mkubwa wetu wa hapa ambaye ni director wetu wa hapa Sub-County Administrator, njoo tu kidogo dakika moja director. Admin, just 1 minute before don't go. Director, just stand there. Just say hi to us. Welcome as Malava. He is the Sub-County Administrator Malava Sub-County. Just say hi to us, sir.
Waziri, mgeni wetu wa leo na waziri wengine na washikadau wote ambao wamekuja hapa kwa mkutano wa leo, hamjamboni? Yangu ni machache. Nilikuwa niwakaribishe mkija hapa hivi, lakini kwa sababu ambazo hatungeweza kuepukana nazo, mjisikie mko nyumbani. Labda niko na wenzangu tunafanya nao kazi, wao wa national government, kama mko tafadhali. Kwa sababu tunafanyia kazi pamoja. Weza punga mkono. Asante sana. County government, Okothi, wewe ni mwenyeji, lazima kuje wasalimia watu hapa. Community officer mko wapi? Wengine wako? Asante, waziri hao ndio wako. Tuko na community officers wa 8 hapa ya waziri.
Our guest, waziri ambao wameandamana naye na stakeholders wote, hamjambo. Mimi naitwa Okoth, I'm the area ward administrator. Karibuni sana.
Asante sana waziri. Kwa majina naitwa Mairumba Protas, Sub-County Administrator Malava. Thank you.
Asante. It was important because the county government has well established structures up to the ward level, community level. Thank you. Director?
Waziri Trade na Waziri Agriculture and all protocol observed. Habari ya mchana. My name is Deborah Munyekenye, as you've heard. I'm the Director Enterprise Development in the Ministry of Trade, Industrialization and Tourism. And I just want to thank you so much for getting time to come and be with us in this activity of the exhibition. I know you had so much to do, but you really wanted to support us. Thank you so much. So as I'm here, I want to just say thank you to all our partners. Then I want to recognize all directors who are here. Kindly stand up and just wave because of time.
Remarks briefly and welcome the CC member for Agriculture, Livestock, Fishers and Cooperatives, Mr. Moffat Mandela, will briefly speak as well and welcome the official chief guest to open for us. Karibu Chief.
Thank you. Kakamega Trade Expo. Here comes the new Chief Officer, Cooperative Development, under the Ministry of Agriculture. My name is Aransle Mulia. I am a week old. I've been asking Waziri to let me not speak a lot because it's really inducting me. I have been in education for some time now, and so I have to get what we call acclimatized. But because Mr. Omukoko has spoken, I just have to make an observation. And I heard he wants to be governor 2032. Mimi uliniweka CRB sitakupigia. But tutaongea. We shall talk about it. I don't know how we are tailoring up so that our cooperatives themselves as lenders now can track our members' performance in terms of in terms of cooperatives, so to say, our mandate is clear. I have shared with Waziri, and we recognize the fact that we are looking at a very old act. We want to see whether our MPs are doing something about it, so that it is current. It is current with us, with the new constitution. Otherwise, basically, ours is to make sure that you, as stakeholders, are properly linked up to the markets. And now we are talking about Maju. Are we talking about Maju? Yes, we are going to Singapore to get a market for our farmers, for our fishermen, for our livestock keepers, so that they earn more and the dividends go back to the members. That's what we are there to do. We also are encouraging you as stakeholders. I don't know how many of you are in a cooperative society. Cut up your hand if you are in one. I just want to look at that performance, just 6. So we are doing not very well, and we need to do more to ensure that we benefit actually from this government, because we have a lot of money for you. In a week's time or so, we shall be giving you grants, a lot of money for our circles. We are giving you 1 million, we are giving you 800,000 just for members to plan to rebuild themselves. And I think that's what the county government can do for you. Hakuna makofi kwa county government, His Excellency. We are rolling out that, and we are spreading it up over the whole county indeed. We also now are encouraging that we don't go the membership, the small membership of 10 members. A family comes and tells us that we want to make a circle, and here we have the chair is the father, the son, elder son is the secretary, mama ni treasurer. Unaona hiyo maneno, alafu inakuja kwa circle. We are saying, let's have 100 people. Let's have 200 people. So next time you come to register with us, please. But the circle movement is a big movement. We're going to look at our miners. We're going to look at our borders. We're going to look at our transport, actually matatu transport, who have also formed circles. So we have a lot in trade, and I believe that I have the energy and the capacity that will help steer this county towards that. And I'll always be consulting with Omukoko so that I know how to deal with these people who don't pay back. I have very little today to say, but I want to take this opportunity to always welcome you to the office so that you can do the consultation that's required, if that is fine with you. And we also promising you that we shall be closer to you. We shall come to you. We shall come to you. Most of the time we shall say, if I'm in Malava, say, Malava, here I come. When you look at my status, I'll be saying, Malava, here I come. Yesterday we were in Lukuyana and we are saying, Lukuyana, here we come. So we are coming just to be with you on the ground and make sure that you are safer with your investments, with your shares, and that you are safer with your future. So we work together, we do well. You work alone, you don't get anything. You can imagine one wolf trying to kill an elephant. Possible? Not possible. If you have 10 wolves, they will kill an elephant. If you have one, it won't kill an elephant. That's the spirit of the cooperative movement. I have said, my name is Anseli Molinya, Omondowe Kolomani, where we have bullfighting. But now we want to change from bullfighting. We want to do AI dissemination like we launched in Lukuyana yesterday so that we can have more milk for our children. So, let me take this humble opportunity.
Chief, sorry, just before you welcome Mr. Mandela, our Chief Waziri for Agriculture, I'm requested, rather ordered by the chief guest that we need to have someone from KNCCI say something here. And Mr. Nikel is around. Mr. Nikel, kindly, if you are here and you can hear this voice, kindly just come and say hi before we move a notch higher. Mr. Nikel, in the meantime, Chief, kindly, the floor is yours.
Okay, you see, that's very tricky. When you're just finishing your speech as planned and then the MC tells you the floor is still yours. What do you say? You now begin a story, isn't it? And a good story. What story would you give in response to the cooperative movement around you? What has cooperative movement done to you? That will happen in our panel today, as we shall be talking to Waziri Moffat Mandela. He has all this. He has even gone to China. Ameona watu mashirika mbalimbali kule. He's bringing it down to us, and so he's ready for you to just make replies and answers to all your queries. I know Waziri Trade is here. He's also very compliant and has all the answers that you wanted to ask. Otherwise, for me, as I said, under induction, I will excuse myself and sit at the back. I'll be asking questions like you, eh? Yes. So, by the way, and we are doing all these things because of the environment that the county has given. When I was told that we have this function here, and I kept coming, I wondered why it was in the bush. And I was told it was because there was fish. Fish was far behind the bush. And so that's why we have to come here and see fish in their real environment. And that has been very good. I'm hoping that after this, we're going to have some fish meal with again, my friend Mukoko. Is that okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I know KNCCI has come. Yes, and I want to welcome him before I welcome Waziri. I welcome Waziri to speak to us. KNCC?
Yeah, Mr. Nikel Tari, just briefly come and say something. This due to public demand. Wamesema lazima wakusikie kwanza kabla uendelee, because you are a very important stakeholder in this. So, some few minutes.
Thank you very much for all of you coming here. My name is Nikel Tari. I'm the CCM, Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Kakamega chapter. Mumekaribishwa Malava, mumekaribishwa Ingavira, mumekaribishwa kwa Kakamega Agribusiness and Trade Expo. Waziri Godfrey Wori, Waziri Trade, Tourism and Industrialization, Waziri Moffat Mandela, Waziri wa Agriculture, Mifuko na Cooperative Society. Wetu kiwemo MD Sam Mkoko, we have our ABSA team partners, we have NAV CDP, we have Telco, we have KENAF, we have agro dealers, and all members of the Kakamega business community. Muko salama? Asanteni sana, sitawachosha na mambo mengi, bali nitasema hivi. Kwanza tunawashukuru kuja hapa, na ila tumechelewa kidogo na programu yetu, but we are at least cutting short so that we can make things happen very fast. As Chamber of Commerce, we are really dedicated to ensuring that we serve the purpose for the business community. We are also dedicated to ensuring that at least our members grow their businesses. Organizing this event, our main objective is to give you a platform to ensure that at least you can meet the partners, sponsors, on everyone who is here, is your client or maybe your support system, so that you can be able, at least in one way or the other, to grow your business going forward. We are doing this event today. It is Agribusiness and Trade Expo. However, it is not ending today, because the reason why we are saying it's not ending today, we have so many activities lined up as Chamber of Commerce. We have a survey for the business community. Chamber of Commerce will start a lengthy survey for the month of April. We want to update our database. We will do survey in all sectors. So tutakutembelea mahali ambapo huko. All the 300 markets in Kakamega tutafika. Collect data, all businesses zenye zinafanyika huko, ni gani na ziko na challenge gani, so that we can also be able to inform our decisions at the Chamber of Commerce. We're also going to have a Chamber of Commerce caravan, business marketplace caravan. We also invite you, all of you, partners, sponsors, let us work with you this journey. Let's go to the markets. Let us go to the villages. Let us meet that small person for ground, so that they know what they are doing, and we can realize their support and everything else. We also have other programs and lined up activities we will be sharing on our different platforms, so that you are also able to ensure you follow up and get at least one or two support from the Chamber of Commerce. It is with that few remarks that I say thank you again for coming, MC. Okay, so I'll return the mic to the MC. Again and again, we are also receiving our CEO from National Office. He'll be here in 2 minutes. He's been seeing the specialized training down there, but he's almost here in 2 minutes. So, karibuni sana, asante sana.
Asante sana, convener, for that. I want to finish with the story I said before I welcome my waziri. In 1997, when I was 28 years old, I made a circle. I created a circle, and I was imagining a lot of things. I wanted to make a bank. So to create a bank, I learned that the capital base was 150 million. But I didn't have 150 million. I was able to get a loan at that time of 100,000 shillings from KCB. So I stole a model from Kateko, now called IG, and sat down and drafted something. And as I said here just a few minutes ago, that somebody can come up with members from the family, I did exactly that. I know now, if the law is still in force, I will be accused. So I did make a circle called Lubonga Answering Credit on Savings. Lacos. I think a member of that circle should be here. Cecilia, where are you? Just stand up, babe. And she can tell you that people borrowed money, and you are very, very significant to the small money borrowers, the mamamboga that you hear about every day. And of course, those changa brewers are very, very good borrowers, and they pay back. Omukoko. Those ones, you won't see them in the CRB. And I did all that, but it became a bit risky because of politics, because maybe I didn't do a risk factor analysis, and I was at the door of the MP that time to defend myself, and I had to close down. And when I looked at my papers, my financial records, I had just made 1 million on paper. 1 million on paper. This is a true story. A true story. And when I look at the laws now today, you know what I can do to reawaken that initiative. I know my waziri does not know this one, but waziri, just become on me. All right. So I am planning to take the list of those people who did not pay back to somebody who is in this room. Thank you so much, waziri. With all due respect, karibu sana. Makofi kwa waziri Azikas. Makofi. Waziri Agriculture. Waziri Mandela. Kijana barubaru tu. Asante waziri, karibu. Asante.
Thank you so much, Chief. I hope I'm not one of the people who owe you. Well, the Governor of Kakamega County, His Excellency FCPA Dr. Fernandez Baraza, ably represented by the CEC for Trade, Industrialization and Tourism, Waziri Godfrey Owori, the CEO for Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, government officials who are here, the stakeholders, the farmers. Good afternoon. My name is Moffat Mandela, the CC in charge of Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries, Irrigation and Cooperatives in the county government of Kakamega. Well, it gives me great pleasure to join you on this auspicious occasion of the Agribusiness and Trade Expo, which seeks to provide a platform for the stakeholders to engage. Stakeholders in input supplies, stakeholders as farmers, stakeholders as marketers and all that. And I believe that the discuss will go a long way in helping us to achieve the objective of this expo. I want to sincerely appreciate the Kenya Chamber of Commerce as the key convener and our sister ministry, the Ministry of Trade, who have convened together, who have co-convened with them, because this contributes immensely to our agenda as the Ministry of Agriculture. As we speak about this and we speak about agribusiness development, we are seeking ways of transforming traditional agriculture into profitable, sustainable, and technology-driven practices that will bring together, like I've said, input suppliers, bring together the processors and value addition, people who are doing value addition, and those who are marketing, so that eventually we are able to achieve the objective of the agricultural produce getting money in the pocket of the farmer. And so the Kenya Chamber of Commerce thought it right to bring together the two, the ministry that handles the aspect of trade and industry, which contributes immensely to the aspect of processing, market, value addition and marketing, and the Ministry of Agriculture, which then plays the role of increasing the yield, producing the yield, and ensuring that there is proper harvesting and proper post-harvest handling. This platform, if well used, will go a long way in providing solutions, real-time solutions to the stakeholders, but key amongst them, the farmers. It will also provide proper feedback for us as policymakers to can be able to provide a policy that is evidence-based and that is locally tailored to address our challenges as a county. Ladies and gentlemen, even as we sit here to discuss, it is imperative upon all of us to realize that we cannot have trade that is promoted by the chamber if we will not have the produce. And as a Minister of Agriculture, we are keen on a discussion that will touch on soil health as a key factor of production. We all realize that there are a lot of challenges with our soil, issues of reduced carbon because of the extended times of production, issues of increased acidity because of increased use of inorganic fertilizer. As we have the discussions, we hope that as stakeholders, we will bring our minds together and see how best we can approach these issues to see to it that as the Minister of Agriculture, we work together with all the stakeholders to increase the yield that then will be traded. As we speak about this, I am happy that as a county government, we've been able to equip all our extension officers with soil pH meters. And so as farmers, you can be able to check the pH of your soil by simply contacting our ward agricultural officers who will do that for you for free. It is important for all of us to realize that you can have the right inputs, have the right seed and fertilizer, you will have the right weather, but if the soil is not right, you will still not end up with a yield. And so it's important once in a while, just the way you walk to a hospital to do a medical checkup, not because you're sick, to just take a soil check, especially for the pH, which is a key factor for your soil. And I encourage all of you, all our wards have ward agricultural officers. As we speak about this, it is also important that as we achieve the soil health, we are also able to ensure that we have proper inputs that we put in the soil. And we are talking about proper inputs for crops, we are talking about proper inputs for livestock, and in this, as a county government, we've been able to work out to see that fertilizer is able to reach you, the subsidy fertilizer is in your stores, and as we speak, from next week, we will start the distribution of the free vulnerable fertilizer to just ensure that those of us who are not able to afford the subsidy fertilizer are able to get the proper input. As we do that, we'll also be giving free seeds to our farmers, and this is not just in the crops area. Those of you who are in the poultry value chain, for the first time in the history of Kakamega County, we now put up our own hatchery, and we are giving free quality chicks to our farmers across Kakamega County to ensure that the input is right and that the farmer who is investing their money in the poultry value chain is able to get gains protected by the Ministry of Agriculture. We are very impressed as a ministry and very excited as we start off our AI program, most probably next week, in which we will provide subsidy AI to our farmers at a cost of 700 shillings, and for the first time ensure that when an animal is served and it does not conceive, we do a repeat at half the price. And that will ensure that as a government we are able to protect the farmer and ensure that the money that the farmer puts into production is able to yield. Ladies and gentlemen, as we do all this, it is also important that we are able to control diseases and pests. You have seen we have been able as a ministry to respond timely and effectively when we had the foot and mouth disease, when we have had the lumpy skin disease across the county. And we want to assure you that we will be available to respond and respond timely if you will have challenges in production, especially on issues of disease control and also pest control. As we do this, good people, we also need to ensure that we harvest properly. And like I have said, we have our extension officers across all the wards who are available to can support our farmers with information, create awareness to them, and capacity build them on how they can harvest the proper way. Because we all know that research has shown that 30 to 40% of what we produce is lost in post-harvest losses. And so a farmer is putting a lot of their resources. Some of the resources are borrowed from the banks. Some of them are borrowed from the SACCOs. But after they produce, they will lose 30 to 40% of the produce. And as they lose that, we are losing capital that would have helped us to produce more. As they lose that, we are losing the money that would have helped to expand that business. And so we will be working closely with you, and especially through the programs that you have seen here, the NAF-CDP program and the KELCO program, which are programs under the Ministry of Agriculture, to ensure that we are able to support our farmers through market linkage, through aggregation, to ensure that whatever they produce does not go bad before it gets to the market. And as we do that, we will be working closely with the Ministry of Trade to ensure that those stakeholders who are doing value addition, which is a key component in creating employment and also ensuring that we reduce post-harvest losses, are supported. One of the things we are working closely with them is to ensure that our producers are able to get KEBS certification as soon as possible so that their products can be able to get to the shelves without having any challenges. We believe that by so doing, we will be able to support our farmers to achieve the main goal of ensuring that they do not just engage in agriculture to get food on their table, but they engage in agriculture to get food on their table and also get money in their pocket. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, as we address all these key issues around the agricultural sector, you all realize that there are key accelerators that we must also touch as a ministry to ensure that we are able to embrace these practices and across board. And you will realize that technology becomes a key component in attracting especially the young people in agriculture. I thought I listened to Labedka speaking here, and he has also received a lot of support from us as a ministry. And what he did not bring out was the figures. The average farmer today in the country is 60 years old. And so that tells you that agriculture is not attractive to the young people. Agriculture is not appealing to the young people. And majorly, it's because we are not embracing technology in the way we engage our agricultural practices. And so agriculture is not enticing enough to let a young person take a photo and post on Instagram, or take a video and post on TikTok. But if you will replace the jembe with a tractor, perhaps a youth will be interested to take a video on a tractor and send on Instagram or send on TikTok, and that is what will get them into agriculture. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, is the issue of policy. We are keen as a ministry and a county and a government and a county government to ensure that we are able to put in place policy that is tailored to our local needs, policy that is evidence-based, and lastly, policy that addresses fairness. Fairness to you as a farmer, fairness to us as a government, and fairness to all the stake players, so that everybody is able to achieve through the policies that we make. Lastly, I hope that this discuss will touch on the issue of the land tenure systems, because it becomes a key impediment in getting the young people and the women into agricultural practice. You realize that many of our young people are going to schools, are going to universities, to polytechnics, and they are equipped with the skills. They may be better than us as parents, they may be better as us as grandfathers, but the land as a factor of production is in the hands of men because of our cultural practices, because of our inheritance cultural systems. I hope we will be able to discuss and see how we can be able to address this issue, to unlock, so that the banks can be able to easily give money to a youth, because there is proof of ownership or consent from the owner of the land for them to take part in the agricultural practices. Ladies and gentlemen, with those many remarks, please be assured of our highest consideration and regard and support as a ministry, and full backing in this conversation, and be assured that the resolutions that will come out of this expo, we will take them seriously as a ministry, to then transform them into policy that will be able to create impact in the sector and ensure that we are able to support our farmers. With those many remarks, allow me therefore to then take this opportunity to request all of us to be upstanding as I invite the representative of His Excellency, the Governor, Waziri Godfrey Owori, Waziri Trade, Industrialization and Tourism. Karibu sana Waziri, uongee na watu wako. Karibu, Your Excellency. Let's put our hands together, please. Let's put our hands together. Yes, I know he got a very important visitor. As I was talking, he will be able to know how to go around it. Karibu sana Waziri.
Tumpigie Waziri Mandela makofi. Waziri Mandela has put it very clear. The government of His Excellency Fernandez Baraza is well focused in the area of agriculture. Yes, sababu nimesema huyo waziri apigiwe makofi. He has said many things that the ministry is doing to uplift the lives of people of Kakamega County. Our guest for today, we're having the CEO, Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, nationwide, our team from Kakamega County here. I'm seeing our good friends. People take them very dangerous, like Mkoko here. I'm seeing very many partners here. Good morning. Is it afternoon? You know, talk of afternoon, it means already lunchtime, so we have to make things move faster now. So I'm here basically to represent His Excellency the Governor. We have Chief Saxon. Chief Saxon is the Chief Officer in charge of industrialization and tourism. Remember, agriculture, we talk about the additions in Sawa. Is the guy who's in charge of those small factories. Is those in charge of the industrial parks. We have the chief officer in charge of trade, weights and measures, investments, Madam Faith Gitira. Agriculture without business is not agriculture. You know, we must look at agriculture in form of a business opportunity. I would wish to invite the CEO of Kenya National Chamber of Commerce to make brief remarks. Then I'll read through the speech by His Excellency the Governor. Alafu niseme machache hapo mnipigie makofi pia. Karibu bwana CEO.
Thank you, Waziri. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again. I'll take a very short time this afternoon because of time. But maybe before I do that, let me introduce members very fast of Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Let's start with Bungoma, where you are, Chairman. Those who are here, members of Chamber of Commerce, we have Chairman who is in front here. He's called Wafula. Chairman, Bungoma County. And one of the director, my good friend, Mr. Kibiti, from all the way from Bungoma. Let's come back at home, Kakamega, led by Chairman Wycliffe Kibisu Majengo. And your team, I can see you have your Vice Chairman there, Mr. Omtany, and then directors are there. We have another director here, Mr. Who? Chuma, yes. Others maybe work Okoinje. Those are the team I have. Members of my secretariat who are here, all the way from Nairobi County. From Nairobi Head Office. I have Charity Wajau there. She's in charge of all the counties, all business for the county. Thank you so much. I have my good friend here, Dennis Kirwa, all the way from Nyamira. He's also the Vice Chairman, Nyamira County, Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and at the same time, he's at the National Office, dealing or prosecuting what we call safeguarding interests of. Mr. Yan, also a member of the National Office. Let me take a very short moment for me. Once again, Wasiri, thank you for this opportunity, and the other Wasiri, the distinguished leaders, members of the business community present, our development partners, Kakamega County Government, entrepreneurs, members of KNCCI, members of the National Governing Council, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon once more. Good afternoon. It is my great honor this afternoon to join you here today in Kakamega County for Kakamega Agribusiness Expo. A platform that reflects the chamber. I'm coming from all the national office. I think this is a good idea that we leave the big hotels. We go where our members are, to see the sugarcane, tuone maziwa, tuone mahindi, tuone samaki. That way, most of all those people who are today here, I think today wataenda nyumbani wakifikiria. Kweli ama si kweli? Isn't it? Because this is more practical than in an hotel. Allow me to begin to thank the KNCCI Kakamega chapter. Thank you, Mr. Kibisu, for organizing this important event that brings together farmers, agribusiness investors, entrepreneurs, and policy readers. This expo is more than an exhibition. It is a platform for connecting through to it, markets, strengthening value chains, and unlocking opportunities for enterprise growth. And there is no better place to hold this conversation other than Kakamega County, a county whose economy, and I think I've met the CEC speaking about it, whose economy is deeply rooted in agriculture and whose future lies in agribusiness, investment, value addition, and enterprise development. Agriculture is the backbone economy for Kakamega. Agriculture remains the backbone of Kakamega economy and primary source of livelihood of thousands of households across the county. You know, I come from Meru. And before I spoke, when we paid a visit to Waziri, Waziri said Meru is adorned. Because kila mtu ako na pesa. But when I spoke, I told him Kakamega is more adorned than Meru. Why? Because in Meru, 50% of land is arid, and the other side is semi-arid. But in Kakamega, I haven't seen a semi-arid or a dry. Is it there? So who is more adorned? Food from all corners can be produced in this county. Maize, for instance. I mean, the country's fertile soils and favorable climate support a diverse range of crops, including maize, sugarcane, beans, cassava, bananas, horticulture, and of course, even milk. Maize remains a key staple food in this county, with production increasing in recent years to approximately 3.5. That is for 90 kg bag. Sugarcane is another major economic driver. Kakamega has over 40,000 hectares under sugarcane cultivation, producing over 3 million tons annually. Livestock farming is also expanding swiftly and steadily. Milk production in Kakamega has grown significantly in recent years, reaching over 180 million liters annually. These numbers tell a powerful story in this county. They demonstrate the scale of Kakamega agriculture potential and opportunity that exists to move beyond production towards value addition, agriculture, and commercial. This morning again, we also spoke about, I just want to jump my speech. This morning, we also spoke about value addition. Isn't it? Value addition is the way to go. If we don't go value addition, then we keep on blaming one another. Isn't it? We keep becoming a consuming country, buying from imports. Yet we are doomed to produce juice from this county. We are doomed to produce flour. We are doomed to produce value addition milk products. Why not? In addition, the county government has invested significantly, and I believe so, in supporting farmers through input subsidy programs, including over 713 million allocated to subsidized fertilizer and seeds to improve farm productivity. So I think we have a problem, because when we produce, we don't think value addition. We just want to sell and start again complaining. Isn't it? We need to start what? Small cottage industries, even in our backyard and even in the rural areas. For private sector, this presents enormous opportunities for food processing, storage, logistics, agriculture technology, and regional trade. At KNCCI, our work is to connect markets and businesses. We unlock new pathways for enterprise growth, job creation, and regional economic development. The role of the chamber is to support entrepreneurs, connect the businesses again to markets, to advocate for policies that enable enterprise growth, and to ensure that farmers, SMEs, and agribusiness investors have access to the networks, financing, and partnerships they need to scale their enterprise. If you go down there where we have come from, we have three programs there in particular. We have one program there under African Guarantee Fund. Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we have partnered with African Guarantee Fund, which can guarantee you to get a loan without giving a collateral, requirement. That is one. We also have the Jinua program where we are training the young women and men, okay, to become business people. That's number one. To become literate financially, and also digital marketing. The other group was about climate smart dairy program as well. Okay. So, and then we had the last one, which was specialized team. Whenever we go around the whole country, we just take a few people, the youth up to 200, we train them depending with that area's economic activity. Now today we are training them about poultry keeping. If we go to another county and maybe they normally do maize, we train them on maize just to position them. Why? Because there are no jobs today. We need to bring the mind of the youth, of the Gen Zs, to know that it's not only wait, got a job, but they can also fit where? In business, and also create jobs. Platforms such as Kakamega Agribusiness bring this mission to life by creating space for business to meet, like today, and collaborate and grow. In conclusion, Kakamega's future is bright. A county powered by agriculture, strengthened by agriculture, connected through trade, and energized by entrepreneurial spirit of its people and its citizens. Together, through collaboration between the county government, the private sector, the development partners, we can unlock, no doubt about it, even greater prosperity for Kakamega County and for Kenya as a whole. Let us continue strengthening value chains, let us continue connecting markets, and let us continue growing our businesses together. With those few remarks, let me also take this opportunity to inform you that today the Chamber President was also supposed to have been here, but I think he got held up in Nairobi, so I had to jump in and maybe come and represent him. Karibu, Mr. Eri. I had to jump in to represent him. Could you take case? Sorry. Do you accept his greetings? Yes. From the Chamber President? Yes. Dr. Eric Ruto? Yes. Chairman from Nadi. We introduce ourselves. Now, smama tu and wave. If that gentleman speaks last 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, he had a very, very big expo in Nandi, bringing together how many counties? Around 10 counties with African Guarantee Fund together for climate and smart dairy program. All the 10 counties with all their cooperatives. That was excellent, and I must, I salute you. Isn't it? Chairman Kakamega, you want to say something? Just to finish off. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Salimia tu yule ako karibu na wewe, mwambie yeye ni bora kuliko wewe. And thank you very much, the CEO. And I just want to say that we are honored as Kakamega to be hosting this. And this is the beginning. And I believe after the speeches, you will go to the farms, because that is where the rubber meets the road. When the first time I came to this particular farm, I couldn't imagine that there is a farmer in Malava, Kakamega County, who has over 180 ponds of fish pond. And I actually followed him where he was. He's in Kilifi, and he has ornamental fish. So it's a great resource, and when you are here, we believe we can create the very best as far as the county. We must support any government, and it is only the business sector that is a game changer. Whether the business sector that will be in agriculture, in education, and in all that can make a difference. And that's why the Chamber of Kakamega, with its board and led by also collaborative with the Chamber, we are opening our doors for collaboration with any part of the Chamber on these particular 47 counties and outside through the national office to ensure that wherever we are as chairman, we give the best business people, and when you give the best, automatically they win. And that's why I began by asking you that you tell the person next to you here in the bora kuliko wewe, because it is only when you recognize that your neighbor has the best to give you that you have collaboration, and that is the essence of us meeting today. So God bless you so much, and my name is FCPA Wycliffe Kibisu, and I'm proud you gave me the opportunity to be a chair in Kakamega. God bless you so much.
Thank you. So you'll allow me to read the speech by His Excellency, Dr. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me and the people of Kakamega County to host this Agribusiness and Trade Expo here in Malava sub-county. This Expo and the choice of Ingavira as a venue and commercializing agriculture right at the point of production. Food security and wealth creation are key pillars of my development agenda. Trade and enterprise development act as a critical drivers of economic growth by increasing productivity, creating employment, fostering innovation across various sectors. In the last 3 years, we have invested heavily in agricultural production. Among other initiatives, my administration has purchased and distributed 265,000 bags of 25 kg planting and 287,000 bags of 25 kg top grazing fertilizer, as well as 226,240 2 kg packets of certified maize seeds. We have vaccinated 120,500 cattle against various diseases, as you heard from Waziri in charge. We've done the distribution of 180 in-calf heifers and facilitated the passing on of 553 hybrid heifers from all the beneficiaries of the One Cow initiative. With Kenya Livestock Commercialization Program, KELCOP, we have supported value addition in value chains such as poultry, beekeeping, goats, and sheep. We have provided 28,000 artificial insemination subsidy, and just yesterday, we established the County Artificial Insemination Center in Lipiani Sub-County. All these initiatives aim at supporting our farmers to increase activity beyond what may be consumed in their homes. By organizing agricultural exhibitions such as this one, we aim at strengthening value chains by facilitating direct interaction between the producers, whom are our partners, an opportunity to interact with their